Pruning and grafting fig trees. 1. Reasons for pruning fig trees. 2. When to prune. 3. Removing suckers. 4. Shaping the tree. 5. Pruning techniques. 6. Grafting unproductive fig trees. Reasons for pruning fig trees. Unpruned fig trees tend to grow too large, produce too many new branches, and more fruits than the tree can sustain. To maintain all these fruits, the fig tree will use most of its energy resources and available water. Many of these fruits will be smaller, low-quality fruits, and many will be out of reach, in taller branches. When weather conditions are stressful, the tree might even drop all the leaves and fruits in order to survive. So, maintaining a fig tree smaller and prune benefits the tree health, allows for bigger and better quality fruits, and reduces tree stress. When to prune. Most fig trees are pruned in late winter or early spring, when the trees are in dormancy. However, if you have fig varieties that produce two crops, you should prune them in the summer after you harvest the figs, or you may compromise next year's crop. Removing suckers. Start by removing the weeds so you can see what you are doing, and then remove all the new growth around the base of the tree. Uncheck, these tree suckers can grow very large, and they will drain essential energy from the main tree. So, it's best to choose the main trunk of the tree as early as possible and remove all other growth. If you dig a little, you will find that most suckers can be removed with roots, providing you with a free copy of your tree if you want one. Shaping the tree. Open vase and central leader are two of the most popular ways of shaping a fig tree. When shaping fig trees to produce an open vase, choose 3 or 4 main scaffolds at the desired height that are well positioned, and leave the center of the tree open by removing all the branches that grow inward. Ideally, to produce a lower tree, the open vase main scaffolds should start at knee level or slightly above, so cut young trees at that level to promote branch growth. The central leader shape maintains a single main trunk and several smaller diameter lateral branches, by removing all the secondary branches of wider diameter, so they don't compete with the central leader. Unlike the open vase method, trees are not cut at knee level when they are young. In this method, lateral branches that are too wide and vigorous are removed frequently and replaced with weaker branches. Although the open vase is the more traditional shape, central leader is also used in modern orchards, as it allows for a narrow spacing between trees. When you have your trees planted in rows, it's unavoidable to reduce lateral branch growth, producing a tree with a more flattened shape to provide enough space for machinery between tree rows. Pruning Techniques. Remove all branches that are too low, since being in the shadow of the upper branches, they tend to produce lower quality fruits. Low branches also make basic tree maintenance operations more difficult. Remove all dead or diseased wood. Uncut dead wood will promote wood rot that tends to spread in fig trees. Don't forget to disinfect your pruning tools regularly to avoid spreading diseases between trees. Shorten all the branches that are too high to reach without a ladder. Fig branches are very flexible and you can bend them easily. Most common fig varieties produce a summer crop on new growth, so you can safely reduce the height of taller isolated branches. Preferably cut the top vertical growth near one lateral branch at the desired height. This technique will avoid new vigorous regrowth that might emerge when having a vertical branch. When a lateral branch is not available, cut above a bud that is pointing in the direction you want the new branch to grow. You can also manually remove the apical growth of branches that reach the desired length, a process known as pinching. This will promote secondary branching, increasing fig production. Remove branches that are overlapping. The top branch will block the light and the figs in the lower branch will not mature properly. Remove branches that are crossing. Untangled branches will cause several problems as the tree matures. Choose which branches to remove according to what's best for the overall tree shape. Always remember that horizontal branches are more productive, so they should be preferred to vertical growing branches. In the open vase shape, remove any larger branches that grow towards the center of the tree, so more light can get in and all the fruits have a chance to fully mature. Spring and summer pruning can and should be used to control undesired vegetative growth, particularly when shaping young trees. It's important to notice that in fig varieties that produce two crops, each branch you remove when winter pruning will reduce the harvest of the first crop. That's why, in some Pedro type figs that are mainly grown for the first crop, pruning should be done in the summer, after the harvest. Finally, all larger cuts should be done at a slight angle to avoid water accumulation, and you can use pruning paste to protect them. Here you can see some final pruning results. Remember that in most pruning jobs, it's best to use a conservative approach and avoid removing too many branches in the same year. Early intervention is the best practice. Correcting trees that have been neglected in the first formative years is always possible. But the time and resources the tree has already used will end up wasted. A balanced pruning job will focus the available tree energy, helping it in producing bigger and tastier figs. This will also allow the fruits to receive more sun and mature faster, which is essential for growing late ripening varieties in colder areas with shorter growing seasons. Grafting unproductive fig trees. If your fig variety is of a lower quality or not very productive, graft some branches with other varieties that are more adequate to your area. When grafting new varieties to an established tree, it's important to respect the balance between the grafted branches and the ones with the old variety. If you leave too many competing branches of the old variety, the new grafted varieties will not have a chance to grow properly and will never reach their full potential. Fig varieties that grow very vigorously should be pruned more aggressively to maintain the right balance between these and the slower growth varieties. Check my next video to know more about the best techniques for grafting fig trees. Show me your appreciation for the time and effort I put in these videos by liking, leaving a comment and sharing the video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss my future videos. Good luck with your pruning and grafting. Thanks for watching.